a Woman soundtrack. Ladies, grab your wine. Check yourself. Look back. Right. You got it. 'Cause here, this is where ladies
there's gonna be some changes made here.
are first.
Hello. How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hope everyone is feeling good today. Thank y'all for joining me on the Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku. Well, it's not even that, but today's poem is coming from that. So tell me how y'all doing. Hey, Miss Janice. Hey, Monica. How y'all doing? Hope everyone is feeling good tonight. We got a cute little topic, and I would love to hear what. Oh, I'm a little far from my mic. I would love to hear what the people them got to say about what we got going on. So today we're going to talk about women who are not living to society's norms. I'm talking about the women like Ciara who are married with the baby, but still chooses to dress how she want to dress, and people seem to have a problem with it. Then we have women like Ashanti, Maya, Mary J. Blige, and Tracy Ellis Ross, aka Diana Ross's daughter, who are over 40 and have no children or a husband, except for Mary, who just got a divorce recently. But I don't think she's gonna want to get married no more. But I just want to know, why does society have such a problem with women like this? So we're gonna explore that in a minute. All right, let me turn off my music. My love is like whoa, my is like whoa. Y'all know nothing about that, Maya. So hello. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get my intro together. As y'all can see, my intro outro worked perfectly today. Thank you. I had to restart my laptop, and I think that was part of the issue. So we are good to go today. So this is your girl, JL Domond. Welcome to the National Poetry History Month celebration, where we are going to discuss The Curse of Rich Auntie Vibes, which was inspired by a poem from my Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku form. Okay? So we're going to get right into it, because we ain't got no time to play. So as in nuts, hold it. Okay. So here we go. First of all, do you see below? Purchase book and merch at design2create.org. If you do not have this book or my other two books, you're bugging. All right? So I'm going to need y'all to go on ahead and get that there, because this is a good stuff. Oh, and the new merch. This is the shirt for the month of April. It looks so in reach. As I draw near, it recedes. Chasing moons and dreams. And it got even a little graphic. Okay, so this is super cute. I got it in long sleeve, short sleeve, and a sweatshirt. Black and white for long sleeve and short sleeve, and yellow gold for the sweatshirt. So get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys are feeling good, because I am. All right. So, hi, Miss Denise. Oh, yes, Miss Monica. Hold on. You see, we all need to be like Miss Monica, okay? Miss Monica has all three of them. All three. Miss Monica has number 1, get out of my head. Number 2, spirit of a woman. And number 3, Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku form, okay? So let's get in tune. Support Black businesses, support Black women. Support. All right. So I hope everyone had a good Monday, and I hope y'all ready to talk back to me. So yes, and just a little insight. I know I discussed this with you before, Monica, but number 4 will not be a poetry book. I'm actually going to be writing. So everyone who's been waiting for me to just write without the poetry, your wish will be granted. Tentative date will be the end of the year, so maybe it'll be a Christmas gift for you guys. If not, it'll be a New Year's. Welcome to the New Year gift, okay? Oh, wait, I got the wrong thing. See, I didn't even update my thing. So, here we go. Shamed by onlookers, how dare I make my own rules? Giving Rich auntie. Okay? Now, some of you may say, what do you mean giving rich auntie? Does anybody in the chat know what I mean when I say I'm giving rich auntie? Okay? If you don't know what I mean when I say I'm giving rich auntie, let me try to help you out a little bit. When you give rich auntie, you probably do not have any children. Okay? That's number one. I'm going to show y'all, hold on. I'm going to show y'all the picture I posted for myself. Let me share this screen real quick so that I can see what the giving rich auntie feels like. So that's giving rich auntie right there, okay? Is always coming through, feeling like, looking like, moving like moolah, okay? But it's not even about just doing that. It's kind of like living life on your own terms, right? And that is me. So according to society, a woman my age should probably have about 2 kids. Hey, Miss Vanessa. Hey, Mom. A woman my age, which is middle age, should have at least 1 or 2 kids by now and a husband, right? That's what society expects from me. But I do not have that. I actually have quite the opposite. I have a whole lot of freedom and minimal responsibility. The responsibility is me, okay? And I choose to be out and about in community activism and things like that in forms of giving back. So actually, this poem kind of came to mind because I was having a conversation, and I will not say their name because they family, but I was having a conversation, and they basically were like, if a woman, I don't know, this was a couple years ago, so their opinion might have changed, right? But they said if a woman does not have a children by like my age, they're basically selfish. They're not following God's plan, and that I like basically I have no sense of responsibility. So I said, why would I be selfish just because I don't have children? And they said, because that's what us women were put on earth to do. Child, I know. And religion was used in the Bible because it said, hey, the Bible say be fruitful and multiply. Now we say ignorant statement, right? But you'll be surprised if you really think about it. You think it's an ignorant statement, but how many times it's subtle, right? How many times have you probably seen someone that's around my age and you just say, you don't have any children yet? When you going to get married? That's kind of the same thing, even though you're not overtly saying you should be doing that. When you are meeting someone in a space of, why don't you have this at your age? It's kind of saying, because at your age, you're expected to have this, right? And a lot of us are already guilty of that. So even though it sounds like an ignorant statement, I bet, oh, Bible don't say have baby out of wedlock, but who is your, oh, child, we are coming in hot. It's only been 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. So, but the point is, they were, the conversation wasn't about marriage. The conversation was just, if you choose not to have children, you're selfish. And so I was just like appalled because I said, so there are women who are barren. There are women who cannot have children. There are women who may not want children but choose to adopt. And I said, so if I don't have children, but I find myself in a space where I help community, where I'm a mother to many, am I still considered selfish because I chose not to have a baby through my own canal? Like, so I'm just always intrigued by that. Then the other, aspect of that is the husband. I think half of my friends are probably married at this point. But at my age, it's kind of like, if you don't have a man, if you don't have a husband, something is wrong, right? Why is this? So I'm just going to pull up a quick little pic and show y'all a couple of women that y'all are familiar with. Okay? So here we have Ashanti, Mary J. Blige, Tracy Ellis Ross, and my girl Maya. These are all women who are 40 plus and do not have any children. The only person that was married at one point was Mary. Mary is since divorced and still chooses and is vocal about not having children. I've seen every single one of these women besides Mary, because the world loves Mary. I've seen every single one of these women get judged. If they don't have a man by their side, there's something wrong with them. If they don't have any children, why is that? So I'm just curious, why is society so gun-ho on making women feel bad about not having children, choosing to not have children, and choosing to take their time with finding a husband? Can anyone help me out? Because I'm trying to understand, is it the patriarchy of it all? Is it because in society, man has made you feel like the prize is having a husband? I can't tell you how many times when we watching TV and when somebody want to shade a woman, they'll be like, at least I got a man. What? That's the go-to. You don't have no man. So it's like, well, the people, society is made up of the people. So it's kind of like society, right? Because the people are made up, the society is made up of people. But as women, our go-to when we want to get at another woman is, I got a man and you don't. Now, that man could be stressing you out. That man could be cheating on you. But like they said in the old days, it's better to have a piece of a man than no man at all. Child, I'm glad I didn't. I don't think like that. But there are many women that feel like the prize is the ring. And it don't matter the quality of the man. So I'm trying to say this. We need to get up out of that patriarchal energy that you decide if you want to listen to. Also, a woman's validity, her thoughts, her opinions seem less relevant if there's not a man by her side. I.e., me sitting here having this conversation feels like it would hold more weight if I had a man next to me and he was co-signing like, yup. Then everybody be like, oh, well, she got a man, so we should listen, right? So that's just how society seems to play with that. And I'm someone that loves to travel. I enjoy my freedom. I don't mind, if God bless me with children, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I'm not in a rush. And for a long time, I felt like I kind of wanted that because maybe that's what I was supposed to do, right? But as I got older and I started exploring life more and I started taking my time, I was like, if it happened, it happened. And I've had people look at me and say, are you really happy? Like they really think that I can't genuinely, authentically be happy in life because I'm not a wife or mother, right? And it's just very interesting to me that people feel that my fulfillment and my totality will come when I have a husband. When I feel like it's the opposite. I am feeling whole and I'm feeling total. And as I'm enjoying life, a man who compliments me will come in and we could do it together. Because I see people who are joining together just because they feel like that's what society does, and they stifle their dreams, they stifle their goals, they stifle their careers, all because they feel like this is what they were supposed to do. They get married early, get divorced early because they felt like this is what I was supposed to do, right? So all I'm saying is the next time you see a sister that may be moving like me and she's maybe middle aged and she don't have children or she don't have a husband, don't lead the conversation with, girl, when you gonna get a man? Girl, when you gonna get married? Girl, when you gonna get kids? Don't lead with that. How about you lead with, are you fulfilled in life? Do you feel whole as a person? And then maybe you could say, would you want a partner in your life? Do you see the difference? One is feeling like you need this to validate you, and the other one is saying, there's beauty in partnership, or do you think you're ready for that in your life right now? Because truth be told, relationships take all the work. Children take all the work. Relationships, marriage, motherhood is sacrifice. And it's a beautiful thing. And shout outs to all you women out there that's sacrificing and, living that motherhood and doing all of that. All I'm saying, stop judging me. Stop judging me because I'm going on trips and I don't have to change diapers. Stop judging me. That's all I'm saying. Because I hear the judgment, I see the judgment, and it's unnecessary. Because I'm not judging y'all for the decisions y'all made. Okay? If you happy in your marriage, if you happy in your motherhood, enjoy that. And give me some tips for when I decide that I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? But don't make me feel bad for choosing a path that maybe you didn't. Okay? Y'all feel me on that? All right. Now, another flip side to that conversation are women who are married, who have children. Yes, thank you. Stop judging people. Stop judging how people choose to live their life. Okay? So, with that being said, now I want to talk about someone who is married, who does have children, and y'all seem to still have a problem with her. Okay? So, hold on. Where's she at? I gotta find her. Because I don't understand this woman right here. This woman right here, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ciara. Let's give it up. Everybody around the world is saying, let's do the Ciara prayer, right? They want a Russell Wilson, a man who is going to love on them, who's going to do whatever to make sure his lady is happy. And Ciara looks happy. She's popping out babies. She's not doing hardly any music. She does it when she wants to because she don't got to do it if she don't want to. Beautiful thing. However, there are people that are berating this woman because at her good 30-something age, she still chooses to dress, behave, and move like Ciara. Okay? The Ciara that she was when Russell Wilson met her. This outfit in particular sent the internet ablaze because they felt like this woman is disrespecting her marriage. This woman is disrespecting her motherhood. She should not be dressed like that. She should. Who said tear her up? Oh, tearing Ciara up? Yes, they tearing Ciara up. So basically, they felt like this woman should not be doing any of that. Okay? Because she is a mother, and there is a way that you conduct yourself when you are a mother and you are a wife. Okay. That's fair. Everybody can, dress how they feel according to the role in their life. Here's my thing. She has a husband who understands who she is. He stepped on that red carpet with her in that dress. She had her protector with her, her husband with her. Now, I'm not going to say nothing, but that same award show, there was a few white women dressed in similar attire who are wives and mothers, and it wasn't a big uproar. So now I'm wondering, why do people always need to police the sisters? Okay? She got her husband. Oh, and this is another thing. She put out a song talking about being independent. And they said, if you married, how are you putting out a song about being independent? That's the problem now. So here we go again. Patriarchy tells us that men, are up here, and everything that we do is led by the man and what is desired from the man. The man wants a pure woman. A man wants, and this is, let's keep it 100. The woman has to be pure in public, a freak at home. She has to be intelligent, but dumb it down so her man don't hurt so she don't hurt her man's feelings. She has to be beautiful, but disregard it if another man compliments her because it might make her man upset. Like, we gotta be living all these different lives, all these different personalities to ensure that men are comfortable with who we are as women. So Ciara is saying, I'm taking up the space. I'm dressing how I want. I'm dancing how I want. My husband is taking the videos and he loves me and he lets me be me. Now I have to question, are people upset that Ciara has a husband who lets her be her? Because I'm going to be honest. Now here's a story. Anybody who knows me, right, knows that I do dances. Like I will post dances on IG, right? I dance, I'm a dancer. So I was dating this guy about 2 years ago. Like, this was supposed to be my boyfriend, right? And I posted a dance video. I always say it could be sexy, whatever. It was sexy. And I had like a shirt on and I had on shorts underneath, but you couldn't see the shorts. It was just a long shirt. And I posted the video and nobody thought nothing of it, but oh, there go JL again, posting a dance video. I got a call and a whole conversation about how I was behaving like the rest of these thoughts and these hoes because I had posted a video that was overtly sexy. That's when I knew that the relationship wouldn't last. He literally compared me to the thoughts and hoes that be twerking on Instagram because me as a dancer posted a video that was sexy. And there are a lot of women who choose to, not because they're saying like, you know what, out of respect, I'm not going to do this, I'm going to take to his feelings. They just don't want to upset them, so they dim down who they are and don't no longer themselves so that the man doesn't feel insecure. And I couldn't believe he said that to me. I was like, oh, this man doesn't know me at all. For him to think that of me because I posted a dance video. So long story short, y'all know that that didn't last, right? But I said all that to say we have to be careful to try to police what a mother, what a woman, well, not in quotations, but what a wife needs to do in order to be respectable or respectful. I am who I am. She's 30. Ciara's like 30 something years old. If she wants to be sexy on a runway with her husband, that don't make her any less of a wife. That doesn't make her any less of a mother. And I need y'all to get out of y'all patriarchal minds that's all about what a man will feel comfortable with you doing. Yes, we know there's a time and a place for everything. Not arguing that. Yes, we know to some degree you do want your partner and spouse to be comfortable, with some things. And if you care, you might be like, you know what, this might be a little much. I'm going to tone it down because I know how, my man is. But to dim your whole light because men are going to be uncomfortable with you, I would hope anyone watching, if you are dealing with that, if you've ever been chastised by the man you're with or whatever the case because of how you dress, the person you are, if you're too smart in conversation, if you are too outspoken, then you reevaluate that relationship because you do things to be respectable to your spouse, but you don't change who you are. Okay? There's a big difference in that. Do y'all feel me in this? Has anybody experienced such a thing, or is it just me? Because I want to bring another woman into the mix, and that was our dear good old Miss Megan Good. Now, Megan Good is an actress who is married to a pastor, and she used to come dressed with her cleavage, and everybody would run amok and say, as a first lady, there is no way that you should be dressed like that. You're disrespecting the people. And she's not coming to church like this. This may be her on the red carpet. She does movies. She's an actress. She might have a sex scene. The Christians went amok. The Christians said, this is not... And Christians, stop using God to police women's bodies. Stop using God to police women's bodies. Because at the end of the day, if we go down to the first story, Eve was naked. All right? God was not policing Eve's body. Eve was naked. So the next time you want to decide that a woman is not supposed to dress a certain way because she's holding a certain title, as long as she's not disrespectful to herself and there's an agreement with her and her partner, in the words of good old Salt and Pepper, it's none of your business. Okay? Society is making women have to pay for y'all feelings. Why are we paying for y'all feelings? I don't want to pay for how you feel. I don't want to have a baby to make y'all feel better about y'all not being able to have the same freedom I got. I don't want to get married so that y'all feel like now comfortable enough to tell me about whatever drama y'all got going on in y'all marriage. Like, don't do that. If you want those things from me, do it with a pure intention, not out of a judgy space. Because it be coming out judgy. And I'm talking from experience. All right? Let me travel. Let me do what I'm going to do. And we be out here all good. Y'all feel me? All right. So, yes. Say this for the people in the back. Marriage doesn't make a person. Don't get me wrong. Marriage is a beautiful thing. And when you find somebody who you can be united with, yes, there's pros and cons. When you find somebody that you could be united with and you feel like this is the person I want to do the big things with, by all means, unite. By all means, make that. If I find somebody like that, I'm down to get married. I'm down to, have children. Lord, at this age, I don't know. Nah, but you know what I'm saying? But it's not about out of necessity because this is what I'm supposed to do. I might have felt like that when I was growing up. Like you're supposed to get the husband, the picket fence, the 2 kids and the job. And y'all just have this nice little bubble of a life. But I actually understand that me not having children right now, I'm able to get on a plane and go check a family member that may need me right now. Because I ain't got my license. Get on a bus and travel somewhere to meet a friend who needs someone because they need help with their kids. Send somebody some money because right now they're having a hard time because they're a single mom. I can do those things because I have less responsibility. So y'all actually should be happy for your friends with the rich auntie vibes. Because the rich auntie vibes can come through in a clutch. They could come through to babysit. They could come through if y'all need some money real quick. They could come through if y'all need somebody to hop, skip, and a jump and come out and be by your side. They could hop and be like, you know what? I'm going on vacation and I just need somebody to come with me. Here, girl, come on. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Just come through. Be happy for the rich auntie friends. Because if you know how to do it right, you're going to benefit from it. Trust me when I tell you, my friends appreciate the rich auntie. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. Like Sarah said, there's pros and cons to everything. So I just want, if anybody here has rich auntie energy, and like I said, rich auntie vibes is usually someone who's not in a relationship, not in a relationship, who's not married and doesn't have children and has more freedom than the average person at the age they are. And it's kind of not fit in society's norms of what they think we should be. And I'm proud to be in my Rich Auntie vibes until further notice. All right. So right now I am going to open the floor for anybody that want to come through. Hold up. For anybody that want to come through and have a little conversation with me. Oh, hold on. I put the link right there. All right. So if anybody want to come through and say a little 1-2 about having rich auntie vibe energy, or even speaking about how women seem to be policed, whether they are rich aunties or married women that didn't lose sight of their own identity. Hold on. Let me speak on that one time. In relationships, women are most of the time the givers, right? Yes, men give, yeah, we know, give and take. But we're the nurturers. We're the one that's more likely willing to sacrifice. And so when I mentioned earlier when Ciara wrote that independent song and people feel a way about it because they say, how you gonna be independent? You're supposed to be married. It's a union, y'all won. No. What Ciara's trying to let y'all know is I still got my own identity out of this marriage. I'm not just Russell Wilson's wife. I'm not just some famous football player's wife. I'm not just 3 kids and future baby mama. I am Ciara. I am a dancer. I am a model. I am a singer. And I'm going to live how I want to live while being respectable to my household because we have what? Understanding. Because we communicate. All right? You don't know what people is communicating. But if they look happy, leave them be and find out what you not happy about that got you pointing a finger at everybody else's relationship. Because what happens is women get bitter when they see other women walking in their power. I'm going to just keep it 100. Let me say that one more time. Women who are not walking in their power get bitter when they see women that are walking in their power. And what I say, I mean women who choose to stay in relationships that are not the best for them. Women who made decisions out of what other people wanted and not what was best for them. Women who are dimming their light to make other people in their lives feel comfortable. Women who are being silent and not active in their own lives, allowing other people to control their narratives. And when they see other women who are not afraid to walk in their power, who will speak up, who will leave that marriage if it's a problem, it's like, oh my gosh, they just gonna leave like that? They're just going to walk away like that? They're just gonna speak to a man like that? They're just gonna do what they want? This is a grown woman. This is a grown woman. Oh, child, hold on. Un momento, por favor. Who is it? All right, I'm gonna let you in, but I'm doing my podcast, so just come in and be quiet. Okay. All right. I'm back. Sorry, y'all. I had to go answer something. So anyway, does anybody want to get in on this? Oh Lord. Thank you. Does anybody want to get in on this? Hold on. What? Sorry, y'all. Oh, here we go. Who that? See, don't worry about what's going on in the Rich Auntie house. Are you trying to get on? Okay, so are you trying to get on and you're having issues? Are y'all trying to get on or no? Tell me in the chat, are you trying to get on? So I know is anybody trying to get on. See, nah, y'all being nosy. Y'all being nosy. See, y'all caught me. I'm going to have to end this live soon. Oh, here we go. Hello, hello, hello. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. No, I'm gonna need you. I can't hear you. Okay, see, we can't hear you. Miss Vanessa, we don't hear you, ma'am. You talking, we don't hear you. You might have to take your earbuds out or something. Are you connected to sound? All right, I'm gonna have to remove you from the stream one time until you get it together. Got she gotta go to settings. Okay, is there anyone else that want to get in on this conversation real quick? Cause Miss I can't. Miss Sarah, come on here real quick. Is Monica in the building? Miss Sarah, come in here real quick. Are you still here? I don't know if Sarah's still here either. Because I want to talk a little bit. I want to get a little understanding from the other generation about how y'all feel about how people always just trying to tell us what we need to do. All right. Can you log on? Log on for me. I put it in the group. I put it in the chat. Not forgive my appearance. It's my self-care day. I know that's right. Let me put some lip. I can't with y'all. All right. So anyway, while she getting her lip gloss together and the other person getting their sound together, let me finish my thoughts. So while we're in this, like I said, while we're in this patriarchal society, women have this issue, and I just want y'all to make sure that y'all are living life, enjoying life, and not allowing anybody to make decisions for y'all. All right. Travel, explore, and find somebody that's going to do these things with you. Find somebody that's going to travel with you. Find somebody that's going to explore with you. All right? Because just because you married, the fun don't got to stop. And just because you single without children don't mean that you got to sit around like a nun because you don't have a man to do nothing with. I go on solo trips all the time. Okay? I'm just saying. It's always a good time. Okay, so Miss Tiana is about to get married. Shout out to Miss Tiana's. I want to ask if there's a married woman on here willing to get on here, I would like y'all to come on here and tell me. Well, Tiana, you a fiance, but you about to be married. So if you feel like it, you could come on too. But tell me how you feel about, we were talking about the Ciara situation, about changing when you become a mother or a wife. How drastic does that change look? No, yeah, you have to fix that. How drastic does that change look? Because I want to know, for me, like I said, when he tried to say that me posting a video of dancing was reminiscent to like girls that are on the internet twerking, I was like, wow, okay. And it was either I make their ego comfortable and dim my light, which I love to dance. How dare you? That wasn't a good look. All right, if y'all can't get on, I'm about to wrap this up in a few minutes. Accept me for who I am. All right, Tiana, accept me for. Let me put that right there. Accept me for who I am. Can y'all please put a hands up in the chat if you guys, and let's be honest, because when I was in my, did I do it? I might have done it once or twice, but let's be honest. Put a hand up if there are points in life that you may regret that you have dimmed your light or changed yourself because of what your partner wanted from you and not necessarily what you wanted. It's okay. We've all probably done it once in our lives, once or twice. But don't make it a habit. Like I said, there's a difference between compromise and respecting your partner's feelings and just straight up changing who you are and dimming your light. And I don't want none of us to do that. All right. Yes, Miss Denise, you have done it. Well, I appreciate your transparency. And I know being the seasoned woman that you are, you have learned from that. So, can we get some advice? How can married women compromise ensuring that they don't lose themselves in their identity when they do get married? Miss Brenda said we all have. I know, child. I know. I was in a relationship. What Tiana say? I was in a relationship that I had to change who I was. That's why I am no longer in that relationship. Ditto, girl. Ditto. I told you he tried to call me a hoe because I was doing what I always do. Oh, Missy. Hey, Miss Sarai.
Hey.
See, tell my mother this is how you work the audio.
Oh man, no, she probably needed to disconnect the AirPod.
I was thinking that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I want to hear from you is don't lose who you are. So what I want to know from you is have you ever experienced losing who you are to please someone in a relationship, or have you ever felt being judged because you don't have like maybe a husband or relationship, even though you have graduated college, you got your master's, you are so successful in your own right, but because you may not have a man by your side, you are deemed less valuable in other women's eyes. Have you dealt with either one of those?
I all the time I feel like because
Really?
not so much for like losing myself because I feel like I'm a very vocal individual. So I think like sometimes like you mentioned like not even just with women but with men like people are very uncomfortable when you are certain in yourself and what it is that you want, and I feel like I would rather just be to myself than to be letting somebody kind of police who I am or who they feel like I should be, what I should be doing, because I'm very free spirited, but at the same time I think that is just mostly rooted in understanding who you choose to be in a relationship and deciding kind of early on like if that version of that person is something that you can coexist with.
So I like that you said the version of that person because I feel like we all know that old joke that in the first 6 months you meet in a person's representative, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people end up saying, Dag, this person I could really be in a relationship with, but you just met their representative in the first 6 months.
Right.
So how do we get people to understand that you need to be your authentic self from the beginning so that you don't worry about what made the other person uncomfortable, how they judge you, because you want that. You want to know how they would feel because this is you in your authentic space. So what advice do you have for young women to make them feel comfortable saying, hey, whether a man or whoever they're attracted to will be accepting of this or not, don't be afraid to be who you are. Be okay with losing someone if they feel what you have to offer is not what they want.
I, honestly I really don't know because I feel like that's very plain and simple, and the thing is though a lot of people are afraid to stand alone, not even
Mm,
just with relationships but like um let's say you wearing a certain clothing brand, living a certain lifestyle because you feel like, oh, if I don't get my lashes done, I'm not this type of person, or if I'm not buying the Gucci, the Louis and Prada and all of that, then that means that, oh, I don't have money or I'm not fly or whatever. So
mm.
I think like if that's just who you are at the core of everything, like it's very difficult to just change it for a relationship because to me that requires a whole lifestyle change.
Right.
Hey, y'all, Vanessa. I don't know.
Can, all right, did you get your audio together now, Miss Vanessa? Speak. Didn't know we can't hear you, ma'am.
Maybe the microphone icon, does it have a red line through it? If it does, you
Does
might
your
have to
microphone have a red line? You gotta unmute yourself. That's
press the microphone button.
did it. Oh Lord, we gonna work next time I see you, ma. I'm gonna work that. All right, bye. I'm gonna take you off the line. Okay. So, do you have a lot of friends who are married right now? Like, I know you're young, like 25, 26, but do you have a
Mm,
set of friends who are married right now?
not close friends, but people that I know. Which is like the craziest thing because just the other day I was asking my mom, like, when you were my age, like, was it a lot of people getting married, having babies? Because it's like every time I scroll down the timeline, boom, ring, boom, baby. Like, so I'm like, okay, but then I gotta realize, like, all right, we're not 19 anymore. Like, that's what people do, but it just seems like such a big thing. So I don't know if this has always been like, or is this something new?
Do
Um,
you ever feel pressure to say, "Dag, what am I doing with my life?"
not pressured. I think it's because it's something that I want for myself, but I'm not about to just I don't know. I feel like there's certain sacrifices I'm not willing to make, and sometimes I don't know if that's an issue or not. But but yeah, I mean, it does feel weird because it's like, all right, well, where's the person for me? But not because, oh, everybody's married, everybody has a baby, so that means that I'm a failure. But
Well, do you? A lot of people feel like they're a failure if they don't have that partner and that kid because that's what society's norm says we should have at this age. So I'm glad you used that word because I feel like I don't want people to feel like you're a failure because I want you to decide what your life is going to look like for you.
right.
And when you creating your own vision of own version of your own life, you cannot fail because you're not comparing yourself to anyone else's standards. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I feel the same. I don't know. It's a little bit of a catch 22 because it's like, okay, I think I look at like the era of the 20s as kind of like the first time in your life where there's no set time or direction for anything. And like you were saying, growing up, like, all right, I'm gonna go to school and get a job and do the things, house, apartment, whatever. Um, and then you think like, okay, I know that I should also become a wife and a mother, but because there's no set time when that happens, sometimes the gap in between can feel a little crazy because it's like, all right, well, what else do I do in the meantime?
you said an interesting word. You said I should become a wife. You didn't say I want to. So I want to first Tiana because I got this up here. She said it's not feeling, it's cold, not settling, and that's what I try to
Right.
tell people, especially when you're alone by yourself for a certain amount of time. It's just like if I'm good by myself, I'm just not gonna settle for any
Mm-mm.
situation because I'm good by myself, right?
Right.
But I also that word you use, I want to be careful that we don't do things that we think we should do. We do things that we
Oh
want to
yeah,
do.
absolutely. But I mean, I think like when you're at a certain age or stage in your life, like, I think that that's something that crosses people's minds a lot. Like you said, until you get to a moment where it's just like, well, yeah, like, it would be cool, but I don't have to do this. Like, if this person is not a positive reflection of me, if this person is not loving me, caring for me, patient with me, then it's like, well, I don't need that. Because in life there's just so many things that are already out of your control. So if you're gonna bring somebody else in the mix, like, they should be adding something positive, not adding on to whatever piles of burdens that you already have that you can't really do anything about.
I know that's right.
Mhm.
So thank you, Mr. Raffle, for joining
Yes.
me. I
Yes.
appreciate you. So I'm about to wrap it up. So I'm gonna just take you off, but you gotta come back on the show because I already told you we gotta do something else.
Yeah.
All right, love. Talk
Okay.
to you soon.
Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, like I said, if you're out there, a rich auntie like me, enjoy your life. Do not feel compelled or stressed to be or do anything that is not ready for you. Picking people that are not correct for you. Doing things that you don't want to do because you're trying to fit into societal norms, okay? And for my people who are married women who have a loving husband and they take care of their children, do not lose your identity in those titles. Still be comfortable to be you, do you, and find a partner that's going to accept you for all those things that you are, okay? Because everybody just wants to live life, love, and be free. And I think that we can. Marriage doesn't mean the old ball and chain and you locked down. And being single doesn't mean that you're lonely and alone and crying at night. Okay? Because you could be married alone and crying at night, and you could be single. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. Like, everything has its pros and cons at the end of the day. Figure out what's best for you, choose the path best for you, and make sure you pick the partner that complements you. All right? So, from this rich auntie vibe to y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget, y'all need to get this book, Black Girls Thoughts in Haiku form. And y'all already know book number 1, Get Out of My Head. Book number 2, Spirit of a Woman. And this is the merch for the month of April. It comes in long sleeve, short sleeve, and sweatshirt. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, hope you enjoyed the beautiful haikus of your life, and happy National Poetry Month. I will be back next Monday with a new topic. So, love and peace, y'all. And make sure y'all go to the site. It's right here for y'all to see. Click on it after y'all leave from me. And with that, outro, take it away. Wait, my outro messed up. Hold up. Y'all know I don't like when my outro mess up. So y'all gonna stay here till my outro was working. Hold on. I thought I was real smooth with it. So now I gotta say that last part again. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl. I appreciate everybody that came through to this episode. In the meantime, and in between time, enjoy the haikus of your life, y'all. Peace and blessings.
Sexy.